All right, so you know the drill. First, we're going to get into the comment shout out, then the Bible verse, and then the main video. Let's get into it. With the comment shout out comes from Dr. Eltrop, otherwise known as Now. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Anyway, let's get into it. So the comment goes as follows. My left ear is enjoying the video. Personally, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what to do about that. I keep trying to fix it. I try upping the volume, but it's like there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know if it's y'all headphones or something, but I don't know. The sound travels good. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, let's get into the Bible verse now.
A few minutes later.
All right, our Bible verse comes from Corinthians 4:18, and it goes as follows. We fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Again, that's Corinthians 4:18. Now let's get into this freaking video because, man, I got some words. So first and foremost, Captain America Brave New World isn't what everyone's saying it is. Now, do I believe that it's heavy on the politics? Yes, it's a Captain America movie. I don't think that that's... And again, I've heard people say that, oh, comics and all that stuff has been political, and sure, to a certain extent, sure. But the comparisons to X-Men are dumbfounded. Stan Lee has came out and said multiple times that the racism allegory for the X-Men was never the intention.
But you are so right. Now take the X-Men. I was just originally trying to get an interesting group of characters with interesting powers, and I thought it would make it twice as interesting if the public really didn't like them that much. And if they had to worry about their reception by the outside world. Little by little, I began getting mail saying how great it is that I'm doing these stories about bigotry and the evils of bigotry and so forth, and race hatred. And I guess I was doing that, but I was doing it subconsciously. That wasn't the main purpose.
It's like when people think that, oh, Gwen Stacy is like a trans allegory, when that isn't the case. Like, truly, it just isn't. When she had her little speech with her dad, it's because she's a mass vigilante, and her father is trying to literally arrest this vigilante because of the murder that he thinks caused, you know, his daughter's friend's death. That's literally it. I don't know why people are turning this into something that is not. It's still bothering me that people keep doing this. So yeah, no. People get on this app and talk about politics all the time. They're doing it the wrong way. Because politics in itself is not a problem when it comes to media existing. It only becomes a problem when, one, you're just getting thrown and bludgeoned with freaking platitudes and people more morally corrupt than even you are. It comes off hypocritical. It comes off as unnatural. It comes off as just overly grandizing speeches and platitudes. It gets on my freaking nerves.
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. What else would we call them? Your peacekeeping troops carrying weapons are forcing millions of people into settlements around the world, right? What do you think those people are going to call you?
They started a war as soon as they kicked us out of our new homes and onto the street. People all around the world need me.
And this movie surprisingly plays it safe when it comes to that. People who are getting mad.
A few minutes later.
Falcon for being perfect in this movie, they're missing the point of Captain America, because whether we like it or not, and I certainly do not like the fact that he is Captain America, I don't. I think that people who make the arguments of, oh, Falcon did earn it in the comics is being very disingenuous, because the MCU version of Falcon has barely had the same amount. In fact, he hasn't. The MCU version of Falcon, whether y'all like to admit it or not, has had no real connection to Captain like that. They have not been bros since day one. They have not been risen up the huzz together since day one. None of that happened. You know who that did happen with? Bucky. Again, whether you like to admit it or not, Bucky is the better choice in the MCU version specifically. You want to have comics, you can have it. Fine. In the comics, he earned it, sure. But in the grand scheme of the MCU, him being Captain America is nowhere near earned. And I think everyone, if they're honest, can admit that. And now let's get into tearing apart the other parts of this movie that make no sense. Okay, so like I said, I think him being, you know, perceived as, you know, Captain America in the movie I think it's perfect. Like, cause that's how Steve was represented. And that's how I feel like anyone who is Captain America should be represented. They didn't play up to the struggle or everyone hating him or everyone giving him the side eye for being Captain America, which everyone keeps bitching about. Oh, everyone just makes white people the struggle or the victim. So when they don't do that, now they're saying, oh, it's not enough. Or you have people from both political camps and who are watching this movie talking about, oh, he's a Gary Stu. And to some parts of that, I agree with, and I'll get into that. Then you have other parts of the people who are watching this movie that's saying, oh, well, he didn't struggle enough. Oh, the racial indications wasn't there. And I'm like, bro, first of all, cut it out, bro. It's a Captain America movie. I'm glad that the one part about the movie that I enjoy a lot was the fact that he was treated like Captain America should be treated. I just hate that it's this version of Cap, which is Falcon, who again did not earn it. So moving past that aspect, I just wanted to get my thoughts on that. Moving past that, I think the Hulk I need to address this because this is a very important part of the movie and the video itself. Yeah, no, this was the dumbest move I've ever seen. And you want to know why they use strictly Hulk characters? It isn't because of Ross. It's because 100%, I can guarantee you the reason why they did all this Hulk, propaganda, it isn't because they're gonna, revitalize the Hulk character. No, Falcon has no real threats. He has no rogues gallery. You can argue comics all day, but this is not the comics. It's not, they're doing their own thing. So please stop giving me comic in every video like this.
And that's a fact.
It's about the movie and its adaptation in the lore and history that this version of Captain Falcon or Captain America even has, which is none. He has no rogues. He has no threats. So that's why they're throwing in all these Hulk villains. Oh yeah, so quick little part while I'm editing. Why is the leader so goddamn ugly? Like, dude is hideous. Like, bro, seething. Bro, uncomfortably hideous. Like, bro, this is actually distracting in the movie. But anyway. And then, oh my God, bro. It was so shameless. They just said Hulk, bro. They gave him like, bro, literally every villain that was Hulk's. Like, bro, we have the leader. We have Red Hulk. Like, come on. And by the way, this was no Banner movie. There was no freaking image of Bruce. There was no talk of Bruce at all. And it's so stupid because the character of Ross is a very huge part of the movie. Also, full transparency, Harrison Ford does his thing as Ross. I didn't mention that in the video, so I just wanted to add it in here. Yeah, no, his whole thing with Betty is great. I just wish we saw more of Betty Ross personally, because she's just kind of like, used as like a plot device, and we don't see her as a character herself, but that's just me. He barely talks about Banner at all. And it's like, gang, okay. Just know, bro, like, bro, this shit was so stupid. Like, I hate this movie for different reasons than most people hate this movie. I won't lie to you. This movie is just ass on so many levels. The action scenes were surprisingly good, in my opinion. Did I feel like Sam felt more sluggish? Yes, because he's a fucking human with no serum, with no juice. Yet for some reason, he can take blows from Red Hulk. Stop it. And niggas gonna be like, bro, the suit is vibranium. The suit is vibranium. No, the fuck is not. The suit is literally not vibranium. The wings and the shield are vibranium. You know what else his suit is made of? Cloth. Like, him holding anything over his body weight that he shouldn't be able to do is laughable. And niggas want to bring up the Batman comparison.
But when Batman does it, oh, no one says anything.
It's stupid. Batman fell from the stratosphere, from space, whatever you want to call it, and landed and got up like it was nothing. Even Superman would have been like, ugh, let me collect myself. And he's invulnerable. So like, nah, bro, like, y'all want to bring up the Batman comparisons? It's stupid when Batman does it too. So yeah, how you feel now? Now what? What you gonna say in the comments now? Say it. I dare you. You can't. You got nothing because I win. Anyway, I'm sorry, bro. I just had to shut the Batman stands up because y'all been going to town on this version of freaking Falcon. Honestly, it's stupid because y'all know Batman be bullshitting most of the time anyway.
And that's a fact.
Sorry for the tangent. I tried to get that off my chest. But no, the movie was overall just unenjoyable. I sat with this in my head for the longest time. I was like, bro, maybe let me give it some time before I start talking about this movie. And I was like, bro, my thoughts on the movie is just whatever. Like,
it's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
The movie was just whatever to me. It wasn't as boring as most of the MCU projects, and it wasn't as entertaining as other MCU projects of times old. It's just okay. Because I think the emotional parts of the movie were okay, especially when it came to Ross, and just like you can feel the fact that he hasn't seen his daughter in this long. Like they build on his trauma. They build on a lot of his situations from past MCU history, which is how you do these MCU movies. You stop talking about the comics and you talk about the universe it's already in now. They take certain parts and bits and pieces from the comics and shove it into a movie. Everything isn't a one-to-one comparison. Definitely. We've seen that with almost every single MCU movie that ever came out. But aside from that little tangent, dude, honestly, this movie sucks, man. It's like a mindless flick to just turn on. And the shit with Isaiah Bradley, oh my God, he was insufferable.
And that's a fact.
I don't care how long this video gets. I hated Isaiah Bradley in this movie. I hated him in the other one.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These sites are not facts.
He's bitching about America more than Gen Zers do. And I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. God damn, nigga. Please. Everything that comes out of his mouth, it's like he's trying to audition for his role as Malcolm X or something.
You think you can wake up one day and decide who you want to be? It doesn't work like that. Well, maybe it does for folks like you.
It's like, bro, just shut up. At this point, I was more convinced that he willingly tried to shoot Ross at this point. Because, bro, the hatred he has for not only America, but just any political figure that is white is absurd to me. And I hate this. Because it's like, bro, it's like listening to old heads yap all day about, oh, how the white man is trying to hold.
A few minutes later.
Yeah, bro, don't even. Because I know people go in the comments and be like, oh, well, you don't understand the struggle. Shut the fuck up. We live in the most liberated time period in America. You know, I had an argument with one content creator way back when, not gonna name her name, but she was like, oh, black people got it even worse than black people did in slave time.
Is this nigga serious?
Times. Like, do y'all just love bitching? Like, is that like the new wave? Like, and y'all say I be complaining. Y'all say I'm Mr. Negative. Liberal people are the most negative, victim mob mentality people you have ever seen. And it shows. The most thin-skinned individuals I have ever seen. Like, bro, I can't, bro. Sorry for the rant. Bro, no, bro. I hate Isaiah Bradley as a character. Because his character literally exists to bitch. Just to bitch. Like, he's the most miserable bastard in the MCU. I have seen characters in this version of the Marvel Universe go through hell and back. I'm getting real political in this freaking video. It's a Captain America movie.
A few minutes later.
Like, come on. Y'all knew I was gonna talk my shit. Cause I love the old Cap. I love Steve Rogers, Chris Evans. He is a phenomenal actor. I love his work in almost anything he's in.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's so many times where Sam should have been dead in this movie. I don't care. Cause he makes the whole thing about bitching about the serum and how, oh, he should have taken it. At this point, haven't you took it? Bro, I could have sworn Black Panther has a full vibranium suit. And he is not pulling off Superman level feats like freaking Falcon is. There is no justification. There's nothing you could say that's gonna sit here and make me just be like, oh, well, you know, vibranium. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.